Bloem ASMR. Hey you, welcome. We're in the corner of my living room today because I wanted to show you how I'm reorganizing my bookcase. Not much to say except for a very white empty bookcase. That's an IKEA bookcase, by the way. Ooh, look how dusty. Isn't it crazy how easily dust settles, even when you don't have any carpets in your room? I'm using an all-purpose cleaner. Please focus. Thank you very much. It smells like rosemary and ginger. It's a gorgeous smell. Couple of sprays. 4 should do. And wipe all the dust away. Oh well, it's better to make dust than to eat it. And doesn't dust give a home that warm, lived-in feeling? I think it does. My grandmother used to say, dust rules a house like weeds rule a garden. Let me tell you, that lady knew things about life. She is no longer with us, but her one-liners live on. So satisfying to see all that dust gone from the bookcase, to see all the dirt on that microfiber cloth. Okay. Get ready, set, go. Yeah, I wasn't really feeling like reorganizing my bookcase. I've been putting it off and off, but then I thought, why not turn it into a video? It'll be much more fun to do, and it is. This feels like such a workout. Who needs the gym when you can do this? At any rate, I am no longer up to date with things, and it would take me a whole month to figure out how gym equipment and machines work nowadays. I could ask other gym users, but most of the time they all look like someone just cut them off in traffic. I'm leaving them alone. It's like I'm in one of those makeover shows. It's been such a long time since I've watched one of those shows. I guess once you've been living somewhere for a number of years, interior decorating is not really on your mind that much. That rosemary and ginger combo, so nice to catch whiffs of. Spray. I'm going to fold you a bit differently. Most of our books aren't here in the living room, they're in the basement. The bookcase in the living room is mostly decorative and filled with books that have bright and light colors on the cover and are easy Sunday reads. Because the living room was designed in a New England style meets Scandinavian style. Lots of whites and light colors. show you a selection of the books I'm planning on organizing in the bookcase. It's a mix of fiction and non-fiction books, the ones you reach for on weekends or when you've got dusty, or when you've got a couple of minutes to spare before you have to leave for somewhere, just to distract your mind. Most of the books I haven't read yet. I promise I'll show you in a bit. I think we're almost done here. Getting a workout in, chatting with you guys. How productive am I? And I didn't even have coffee this morning. Do you drink coffee in the morning? Or tea? Or milk or chocolate milk? Or do you change it up? I had chocolate milk this morning made with dark chocolate. Dusty. Nice and hot, not too sweet. And you know what? I liked it so much. I think I'm gonna do it again. I'm going to go find another microfiber cloth. This one's too filthy. Much better. Normally, if I was just cleaning and not filming, I'd be doing it while listening to a YouTube playlist on my wireless headphones. Not necessarily to music, more interviews, sometimes drama channels, but only if they aren't involved in good result. Too much drama themselves. Stuff like that. It makes whatever chore I'm doing fly by. I'm so glad YouTube exists. We're getting somewhere. Whatever we're doing, it's working. We're done, guys. All clean and shiny. We're going to take a look at some of the books I picked out. Okay, first one, Sarah Crossan. Here is the Beehive. It's about secret relationships and it's written in verse. That's different. Hope this will be a good beach read. Let's put that one there. Second one, Angela's Ashes by Frank McCourt. Now, I have read this one before and it was a solid 9 out of 10. Malcolm Bradbury, Eating People is Wrong. Now, the title alone is worth an award. This is an old book. I kept it from when we had to read it in university. Really enjoyed it. A Million Little Pieces by James Frey. I remember the controversy about this being a memoir or not. Now Tom Wolfe, this is the Dutch translation of The Bonfire of the Vanities. About New York in the 80s. I hope the translation will be okay. One of my latest obsessions, perfumes. This is sort of an encyclopedia of fragrances. What else? Ben Elton, Chart Throb. Haven't read this one either. Wasn't Ben Elton a stand-up comedian? Hope this will be a good laugh. Gonna keep this for when I'm on holiday. Oh, I love the color on the cover. Tammy Hoog Schaduwland. That's the Dutch translation of A Thin Dark Line. Haven't read any Tammy Hoog yet. Bad boy Knut Veldbakken. Who are you and what is this? I have no idea why I picked this one up from the thrift shop. We're in for a surprise then. Make the most of your time on Earth. I filmed a page-turning video for you months ago using this book, so I'm not going to tell you too much about it, because I don't want to ruin the surprise. Michael Palin's Hemingway adventure sounds intriguing. John Irving, The Hotel New Hampshire. It looks like a still from the movie on the cover. Jodie Foster's on there. This is again a Dutch translation. Another one of my latest obsessions, survival skills and bushcraft. This book will teach you how to survive in the wilderness. It's not like Belgium has much wilderness, so I don't know where and when I'm going to go out and live in the wild. The ultimate resource for experiencing the back country. This was written by that guy from the Dual Survival series, Dave Canterbury. Another book about perfumes, essence and alchemy. I think this is more about individual perfume notes. Wanderlust. Hiking tours in the British and Irish Isles. Who knows, maybe one day. Wow, look at those landscapes. The finest coastline in Britain. Wales. Beautiful. And 2 Virginia Woolf books. They're good in small doses. I find that reading interior monologue takes a lot out of you, so I only read a page here and there. 2 books about foraging. What's good about them is that they have actual pictures of plants rather than drawing, so it's much easier to identify a plant using this book. Now I know I should have started putting the books on the shelves, but bear with me. First I'm going to chill with some of these books. I've got 3 of these heavy books. They're actually old magazines bound together. And these pages sound great. How am I going to ever read all this? I will need 3 lifetimes. There's the third one. These all date back to the 1980s. I got these at a library book sale. Anthroposophy. Wait, are these anthroposophical magazines? Don't know anything about anthroposophy. It sounds complicated. I don't know whether my brain is equipped to handle anthroposophical magazines. But even if I don't get anything out of them content-wise, I love the thickness of the pages and the crinkle sounds they produce. I keep on seeing the name Rudolf Steiner. He must be a big shot. Book number 1. This one on top. And then for variety's sake, let's turn the other one around. Something is still missing, so I'm going to put this cute little facade, this rustic little facade of a cute house on top of these. A bit to the left. That looks nice, right? I can live with that. What we have here, Virginia Woolf. This is another book about gardening and landscape design. I always get a kick out of watching gardening shows on television. Gardeners seem to have such a wide knowledge of plants. I seem to only be able to garden 1 hour at a time before I start sweating and overheating or getting sunburned. How to design a small garden. When we first moved out here, I had so many ambitious plans for the garden, and it's still a work in progress. Part of our garden is still a mess. That's okay, we'll get there eventually. A book about herbal remedies. I would love to learn how to make a tincture. I think I'm going to put a sign up right above this chair saying, "Reading in progress, do not disturb." And if people do approach, the chair just starts growling. The garden design book goes on the right. Then the second book about gardening. Hey, Mrs. Dalloway. And books about gardening need a plant. Bad boy Knut Waldbacken. I took a peek on Goodreads to see what people are saying about this book. It's not that good. I think it only got 2.8 out of 5, but I'm still going to give it a try. fantastic coffee table book. I think this is a travel book and a biography about Hemingway all in one. Wanderlust. The UK has some fabulous places. Hiking trail, some over 100 miles long. Can you imagine walking for 100 miles? What am I gonna do with you? You're going there. Michael Palin. Now where am I going to put you? Another book by Virginia Woolf. Another memento from the days when I was studying English literature. Another plant encyclopedia. Oh, I didn't know this was edible. Two fiction books. You're going down here. How about we put you down here? Don't be surprised now if I add some bits and bobs here and there. And you know what? Let's add a mirror. Why not? Whoops. Don't fall over now. Wait, are you drunk? Let's add an ostrich. I think we should name this ostrich. If you come up with a good name, let me know in the comment section. I'm very bad with names. Don't give me that responsibility. I don't know about the ostrich, guys. It's subtly giving me the creeps. That side eye. The Bonfire of the Vanities. Another fantastic book title. We have some strong opinions in here. How am I going to read this and not want to buy at least a dozen new perfumes? It's going to be a challenge, I know. What you're not seeing is that off camera there's this whole mess going on here beside me on the floor. Because I knocked over one of my lamps and it broke in dozens of pieces. I'm trying with a passion to ignore it, sliding in smoothly, the way chart throbs do. Wild plukken. Perfumes, the A to Z guide. The bonfire of the vanities. I'm gonna make you stand up, and you're going right here. Another book about foraging. I forgot one. Sorry, not trying to ignore you, Tammy Hogue. Essence and alchemy. I wonder what this will teach me. Is alchemy the old name for chemistry, or is it more than that? For some reason I associate it with witchcraft. Ooh, very enigmatic. Bushcraft. Guess this is all about being able to survive when all comforts of modern life are stripped away. I think this one I'm going to read in one sitting. Is John Irving still alive? I'm gonna add this cooking book. Sergio Herman is a famous Dutch cook and a television personality. And here we have the Bushcraft 101 book. And let's add a small globe. Now for the last stack of books. Frank McCourt is so gifted. This is one of these books that once you start reading, you just want to keep going. And before you know it, you've been at it for 4 hours. And you haven't been bored for 1 minute. This book still has my notes from way back when, scribbled in the margins. This is the travel guide in the Capitool series. This is the new edition of their London travel guide. I did prefer the previous one. The layout was just much better and it seemed to hold more information too. London, I miss you. It's been too long. But putting books on display for me is all about stepping back and seeing what works and what doesn't. I don't really have a set plan. I just try stuff out, and if you do it long enough, you have a good chance of ending up with something that looks halfway decent. And there goes the fox. The perfect Preston. Another cookbook. And let's add a cute little plant. If I remember correctly, this is an Australian chef. I mean Mr. Preston, not the plant. The plant is just from the local nursery. We're done, guys. I added some decorative lights. This is the final result. It looks alright, doesn't it? What was once empty and white is now colorful and light. Thank you for spending time with me. I enjoyed myself. I hope you did too. If you didn't, I am sorry. Next time I'll bring chocolate.